artist?
My favorite.
Take Me Home. That's your favorite.
Yeah.
You want somebody to take you home?
No, it's about the beauty of the song. It's not what you are thinking.
And you want to take somebody home.
My mind no even did that.
Yesterday on the show, Charlie, we already see what you.
My mind no did that side self. The song where they enter me.
The song they enter you.
The various variations in the song and things where they enter me. That be why I love the song. You see the way he sing the rap. I mean, if you check the syncopation in the rap, Charlie, it be nice, Charlie. They spoiled it.
Man can lie. Tell us the truth. Tell us the real reason why you like the song. You say after club, if the song is playing, okay.
Anyway. So what bread? If you go bed, you never.
So somebody for take you home.
So if you hear home, it brings joy because you tire, you party tire.
Okay.
But does it come with anything?
This morning, Lali and Lola petitions Communication Ministry over unpaid Boomplay royalties. Now, the story goes on to say fast rising Ghanaian music duo Lali and Lola have petitioned the Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George, over unpaid royalties from digital music platform Boomplay. Now, according to them, they have not received any revenue from their music stream on the platform since April 2023. That's like 2 years ago. Now, in a petition dated on the 19th of May 2023, the artists expressed concern over the lack of transparency and accountability by Boomplay, stating that they have made several attempts to get answers but have been met with silence. Distributors have told us that we haven't received any payments or detailed report from Boomplay for over a year. This is despite the fact that our music is still actively being streamed on the platform, part of the statement read. The musicians said that the situation is frustrating and unfair, especially considering the time, money, and energy that goes into creating music. Now, they explain that although platforms like Boomplay help artists reach new fans and grow their brand, they must also be responsible and ensure musicians are paid what they are due. Lali and Lola on the minister to investigate. They are on the minister to investigate Boomplay's system of paying artists and to introduce proper regulation for all digital service providers operating in Ghana. Now, they said, and I quote, we respectfully urge your office to investigate this issue and help establish a better regulatory oversight over DSPs of operating within Ghana's digital and creative economy, they added. Now, this morning, Adam is here. I think we have this issue came across a couple of, months ago when Celestine Donko's manager took to social media to express his concern over Boomplay and alleged issue of them, number one, shutting down, two, withholding artists' revenue. Adam, you remember this issue?
Yeah, I do.
A couple of months ago. I'm sure it has to be last year, the ending thereabout. Yeah. Your man said they don't pay them. Have you followed up on this issue, Adam?
Yeah. I've also spoken to some of our distributors with regards to lack of payment from Boomplay. And it's like, it's all about this shareholder changes, changes in their shareholders. And I think that should not really affect the stakeholders because it is a model you run. So if there is a change in shareholdership of the company, those obligations and on those responsibilities must be honored, because if those things are not honored and the business is not running, how does the shareholders benefit? So you are earning on the other side, but you are refusing to pay those you have used their product, and by continuing for many years without better communication to the key stakeholders, clearly there is a breach. There are some countries you cannot do this. You'll be hauled before Parliament. You saw how America, Facebook, some of these issues must be taken on with all seriousness, because people shouldn't come in the country, do business, and there was a data company, a company too, which at a point people bought data about to use it, and it became a whole lot of issues in the country. I mean, these things shouldn't be happening. Our leaders must protect us with all seriousness, because some of the things are beyond, the individuals. The state power has to come in to be able to, help us resolve some of these things.
Okay. Adam, hold on to that thought, and let me get to the phone lines and speak to Lali and Lola. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I have the two here.
Good morning.
How are you ladies doing?
We good. We good. By God's grace, amen. Yeah, we're peppering them. Yeah.
You are putting pepper everywhere.
Exactly. Some of them seasons, so that one day.
And right now, the pepper one has fallen on the laps of Boomplay. That is what we've seen so far. What exactly is happening? Can you tell us more?
Okay, so for us, we decided that we gave an instruction to our distro to take off our songs for this year of Boomplay, because we realized that Boomplay has not been paying us for some time now, and we decided that it was important that we make a statement with that, because artists are supposed to get paid for their work, because making music isn't for free. It's investment, And I think even my dad, my manager, can even talk more about it too, as well.
We want to hear from Daddy.
Slim, how?
Hello, sir. Everything cool?
By God's grace, so the place, the ground hot, as you call us this morning, the ground hot.
Yes, the ground hot. We want to know more about the Boomplay issue with respect to Lali and Lola.
Oh, okay. No, it's quite a straightforward issue. The girls, as you know, I'm fortunate or unfortunate to have ladies who think in a little different way. So sometimes they can put pressure on me for some things. What happened is that we're going through our back end of our records. We realized that we look at the streaming numbers. Like for Boomplay, we have almost 1 million streaming numbers. But when we go to the back end of from our distributors, we are not getting that information. So we sent a message to them, and then they sent a message back to us severally that they don't seem to be getting reliable information. That's their problem, getting reliable information from Boomplay, and they are also not paying and accounting for the streams. So our question was that why do we continue to put our music on Boomplay for the streams, etc. My point of view was that for some time now has been, look, it doesn't really matter, because people get access to listen to our music, and we appreciate the fact that it's an opportunity and it's a platform that is available for our fans to stream our music and etc. But then last week, as we met and we were discussing, we realized that it's not only about streams and things. Our fans and ourselves are thinking that we are being paid, and then it means that we are both being shortchanged, both our fans and ourselves. So we decided that no. We sent a message to our distros. By the way, our distros, who are fantastic at the moment, are Links Distribution for this year, and they have been fantastic. We've seen our numbers going up. And so we instructed them that all that we have done with them, that is for 2025, we wanted them off Boomplay, and then we just wanted to consolidate ourselves on AudioMark. And all of a sudden, we saw that our numbers were going up. So we said, what the hell? Why do we do the Boomplay? And so the girls said that, look, listen, it's happening to everybody. We have a government in place, and the truth of the matter is that we have been watching Honorable Sam George, and we have been seeing how proactive he is. We said, okay, look, let him know about it. We have moved on, but let him know. And I think that the character of the girls, remember that these girls are very intelligent. They have their masters in economics and things, so they think a little differently. They said, "Look, we are moving on, but let us let him know that this is what is going on, and then so that we are not taking advantage of." So we wrote the letter, but we have actually moved on, and we'll be coming up with a statement informing our fans that they should just concentrate on the other ones, audio mark, etc. We may lose some, but life, that's how it is.
Definitely, that's how life is. But have you gotten a response from Honorable Sam George?
Not yet. What we did was that we sent the thing on Friday by they have through their email. And then we also sent it through the IG, but we're actually today sending the hard copy.
Yeah, to the office.
Yes. Honestly, with the ministries, you don't expect them to respond that quickly. I'm sure he's even now hearing of it.
Okay.
So,
no. But he's very active. He's very active
really
on social media. He's very active on social media, and he actually responds to people on social media. I don't know if you tagged him in the post.
We tagged him.
Yeah.
And you've not gotten any information from him yet, right?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. But remember, we don't even know whether he's the one to deal with it. The issue is this. We sent it out. Whoever is responsible for it will either look at it or will not look at it. But the point is that as far as I think the girls should talk for themselves. As far as the girls are concerned, every time they hit, what they're trying, they are on a path to try and be as global as fast as possible. So anytime they hit something, they'll draw their attention to it and they move on. So we have moved on. So whichever party, we think that if Sam George has seen it, most probably it's not about Sam George. It's about, because Sam George's ministry is saying it's a digital and innovation. We expect that there wouldn't be a department that actually deals with these things, but because it's an innovation and things, they should know who to deal with or how it should be done.
Okay.
It is not only about Sam George. It is even about the other organizations that are supposed to be protecting the income of the
artists. Yeah.
Unfortunately, let me just land. Unfortunately, we are also young in the industry, so we have not come in. We've come in to hear too many negative things about the structures that are in place before we came in. So whether they are being corrected or not, we don't know. But we need to move ahead. So we put it out there. The discussion should happen, and we have gone. And whoever has to deal with it will deal with it. If not, we are now more or less AudioMac people, Apple people, Spotify, and etc. people. That's all. When something changes, then we'll come back. By the way, our all catalog from 2001 to 2004 is still on Boomplay. We are still figuring it out with our old distros how to get it out. But our new distros have been very quick for us.
Okay. Let me ask you this. This issue came up some months ago and was on social media. It was everywhere and people were talking about. Did you hear about issues with Boomplay before? Like, have you ever heard of it before?
No. It was just through our own, looking at our own back end and realizing that there was one or two things were not adding up for us. And when we spoke to our distro, that's when it came up. So for us, we realized it on our own. We didn't really know much about.
But however, we did notice that all our people at Boomplay office, because we've gone there several times, it's quiet, it's locked up. There's nobody to deal with. We had people we were dealing with previously. Liza was there. All of them were there. So I think we noticed that they were gradually closing down all avenues for us to be able to deal with them directly,
like
face to face. And then the next phase now was non-payment. So to us, it looked like something that didn't look very. It sends negative signals of intent. Unfortunately, I'm using that, and I'm saying allegedly. So,
but you have contact of some of the staff over there. Have you tried reaching out to them as well?
No, the staff have left. They've sacked them. Either they have resigned or they've sacked them. All of them are not there. I mean, you can try and go to Boomplay's office. I don't know whether you meet anybody. We've gone there several times. The gate is closed, or they'll tell you there's nobody there.
Yeah, but I'm talking about contact of people like Liza and the rest. Have you tried, Paul and Liza, have you tried reaching out to them personally?
No, honestly, we still have a relationship with them, but we don't talk to them about Boomplay because they don't work for Boomplay. We don't expect them to answer for Boomplay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for joining us this morning and giving us clearer details on what is happening with Boomplay and your revenue source. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lali and Lola.
Keep playing our music,
But
showing
you people are not playing our music. Play it too.
The Hits FM, we've been playing your music, and it's you people that have not been listening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And we have a new one this Friday.
Oh,
hot one.
Oh, really?
Go. Yeah, we'll send it to you immediately.
I am waiting for it.
So Go is available on AudioMac and everything else. As for Boomplay, we have cancelled them.
Thanks a lot for joining us this morning, Lali and Lola, and they are talking about their issue with Boomplay. Now we had Kofi Donko, who is the manager for Celestine Donko, a couple of months ago, and then he told us he's the whistleblower.
Yeah, that was he made a post in 2024. That was in November.
I remember.
5th November 2024, and the post was, Boomplay, pay us our royalties before you close down the Ghana office.
Whistleblower.
On Friday. That was last year. And, I mean, from all indications, most of the workers there are no more. And it's like the place is locked up. So...
well, we have Kofi Donko on the line. Hello, Chairman.
Boss,
everything cool?
I hope so.
Once we are calling you this morning, definitely it has to be about music and its related activities. Officially, we can call you Prophet. What manedi? So the income is that Boomplay is folding up, and they as a 2024 in November. Give me the exact date. 5th November, you actually told everybody on the World Wide Web that the Friday they are closing. Lo and behold, Lali and Lola took to social media to announce that Boomplay, they've not been getting their revenues from Boomplay. And this morning, speaking to their father, who is also their manager, they've made advances to, attempt to get to the offices, only to meet the office being closed at some point in time. Charlie, the light serve no day inside. Ababo! But were you able to get your revenue? Have you been able to get it the past years?
For the where?
J'ai des sweeper and fire.
Oh, they call. In fact, one after my, the social media rant and all that, I had someone reach out to me from HQ, which is their headquarters in Hong Kong, to say that they've received my requests and my petitions and all that, and that they were going to get back to me the following week.
So they were going to get back to you the following week, but the following week is still weaking.
It's still weaking, and several emails gone unanswered. Gotten my legal team to write to them, and no response. They say the WhatsApp line I even had there is no more active. It's not been active for I think over 2 months now. Yeah. And then I spoke to the person who was my real person inside there, and she was blunt to tell me that I've left the company. I'm not sure there's any future in there. So as far as I'm concerned, it's better we move on.
So school me a little bit on it. The last time we had a conversation on this very platform, you told me that it is Boomplay Ghana that is shutting down, but Boomplay HQ is still operational, and the issue has to be some structural changes that is happening over there. Is it still the same, or do you have update on that?
I don't have any update, but the last information I got actually from my contact at the HQ, it was not good. It was like even their salaries they are not getting.
The main one.
The headquarters Nankasa. And then again, I have very good friends in Nigeria who run more or less independent labels, and they deal with them directly to take their revenue, unlike some of us who have to go through DSPs and all that here. And one of them told me that he was owned, I think, 1.5 years in arrears. And it's like, then they give him 3 months because the artists on that label had huge numbers. They were just preventing them from taking down their catalog because at the point they threatened to pull down their catalog. And they didn't want them to do that. Then they will give you like 2 months.
Wow.
Just to keep you still there. So, and what we all heard was that they were hoping to get some new investors. And it looks like that is not happening.
Wow. Wow.
It doesn't look good for Boomplay as I have to be, from what I know. And so I think since last year, my recent releases, I don't even distribute to them anymore because some of the big giant labels are taking down their catalogs. Yeah, so it's the lack of universal money. They know that these ones, they are huge. They would want to sort them out. But forget it.
So they are intentional about who they pay and who they don't pay.
They are making some revenue because ads are still rolling on their apps, which means that they are still making some revenues. But because they are not getting the revenues the way they are supposed to, and so they are looking at those that matter, if I should put it that way. Those are the people they are placing premium on, not those of us with a few millions. No. I mean, the last time I checked, they owe my artists more than 12 million streams. And so, and that was when I started making noise because 12 million streams, this is a new skakatwa.
So have you given up?
To a very large extent, I have just moved on.
Okay, and what would your advice be to? What would your advice be to other artists who are also in the same boat as yourself? A typical example is Lali and Lola.
Well, yes, if we can come together and then form, make that noise with you, I think we can really make. They are still in operation somewhere somehow, but again, do we have the numbers? Can we match the likes of Universal Music, the Empires and the rest of them? As for those big ones, they know that Charlie, we will use black ukwa free hokwa yaboka kese paya humbeche. So they have to do whatever they have to do to maintain them. So those of us who, individual labels and individual artists and all, if we come together and say we want to fight this cause with the backing of our government, I think we can, because they are still making some revenue from us here.
Okay.
People still stream on their app. Ads are still running there. So once ads are running, they are making revenue.
Okay.
So it's just getting the right people to lead us, i.e. government.
Okay, so with respect to government, who do you think should be the point of call for this particular issue?
I think with these issues, we have two ministries coming together to help us: communications and then tourism, creative arts and tourism. I think these are the two ministries. Of course, we will have to go to creative arts and tourism to make a formal complaint, and then she will take it up to that's my understanding, the Ministry of Communications.
Okay, Kofi, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. We wish you all the best in amassing the artists or gathering the artists who are also being robbed one way or the other by Boomplay. Right now, you have Lali and Lola. You know that you have Lali and Lola. They are on your side. So we need to find the other artists who are also in the same boat. And
we need to create a WhatsApp group as soon as possible.
Let's create it as soon as possible and get everybody involved on this one. Thanks a lot for spending time with us. Kofi Donko is a manager for Celestine Donko, and he raised issues with respect to Boomplay some months ago. Charlie, the issue happened, and still, it's still not looking good.
Yeah, it's. I think that unity would be a game changer. I mean, it's almost like almost every artist is affected one way or the other. We've spoken to our distributor. It's the same thing since last year. And these are some of the rules. Yeah, I mean, our distributors have been on them and, back and forth. I mean, for them, they were even close, so they used to go there directly. But I mean, the place is no more functioning. So what else can you do? You send the emails and you are not getting the needed response. And that's the sad part of the whole issue, that you are not communicating. What is the challenge? Because regardless of what you are going through, transparency is the most important. And I mean, this in a way goes down to welfare to some extent, because the money will be for upkeep and other things. Or we are waiting for artists to get into troubles, deplorable states. Then Musica will come and say, oh, okay, these people are our members, so we want to organize something for them. I mean, these are thought leadership situations. And I expect that the Musicians Union of Ghana should be really interested in this. Music, because last year, Tom, and music, I've not even heard a comment or any statement. Because when it comes to issues of finance, it goes into your welfare. Chairman, as you day here, if you are not being paid well, or you do not take good care of finances, some time will come, your welfare will be in danger. So, I mean, clearly this goes into welfare. So Musica should be interested in the welfare of their people, because their people are being searching, they are being robbed. Somebody is playing some hide and seek with their members, and they need to take this up and ensure the relevant authorities, from the Attorney General, the Creative Art Ministry, the Minister of Communications. They need to come together and find a finality to, because if we show some level of power through togetherness, I'm sure the new shareholders will pay attention to us. And I think this is not even only in Ghana. Nigeria is also facing the same problem, among others. And that's why Sony and other labels are taking their catalog off the platform. I mean, this is not fair. Somebody has honored his part of the contract. Do your part. Why do you have to put them through this? So we really need to show interest through togetherness and force. Else, it will be like that. That's very unfair.
Quiet.
Slim.
Legalities. Come inside.
Legalities. I am tempted to believe Boomplay has financial issues. Maybe they have structural business deficiencies.
Communicate.
I'll come there. But the thing is that as we speak now, they've become incommunicado. You go to the office is closed. You speak to the people that you know, they don't work there again. So who do you reach out to? Who do you speak to? Who do you complain to? And they are not also giving you feedback, the true picture that is on the ground. So for example, if I told you that, oh, why are you not paying me my royalties over 3 or 6 months? And you tell me, oh, you hear from me next week or on Friday, and I don't hear from you again. What should I do? None of their monies are stuck in there.
Yeah.
Even if you resign yourself to the fact that, okay, I won't get it, so let me go and sleep.
Still
how do they recoup their revenue from Boomplay?
I have a word for you.
Okay.
Discombobulate.
What is that?
Means confused, unsettled.
Me to me go. I say mood.
Discombobulate. Yesterday, Vadadujuwa gave me that word.
Discombobulate.
Yes.
I beg. This word I can't use it.
Discombobulate.
It is too heavy. So I believe that if they are listening to us, I'm talking about Boomplay, and I know HFM goes far.
Yeah.
These are the concerns of the people that patronize your services.
Paul is saying he no longer works with Boomplay.
It is not. Yeah, he doesn't work with Boomplay. I spoke to him this morning before coming to the studio. He doesn't work with them again. And I'm saying that I have a feeling they probably have some financial issues in running the organization. But communicate to the people. It is not just Kofi Donko. Empress has same issues. Lali and Lola, they have the same issues. And now they are taking their catalog from your platform. Meaning that gradually you are losing out on all these people.
Exactly.
The issue of Ministry of Communication coming in, and I don't know if they are the right quarters to channel this concern. I don't know if they are. But in any way, there should be a body that's supposed to go sit with them and have a discussion.
Okay.
Is it Musica? I think yes, Musica. At the mention of Musica from Adam's end, it just dawned on me that okay, Musica could be a very, very, very instrumental body.
That's supposed
in
to be
this.
the welfare union.
It shouldn't even get to the government level at this point in time,
Yeah,
because you
you're supposed
represent
to be the welfare union of
you
for
represent musicians, if you like. And if they're having all these issues regarding their royalties from DSPs, why don't you maybe have a conversation, a sit-down meeting with them, and then find a way of solving the issue?
You know, in the past, issues of Gamro Musica has been involved. They've showed interest. Even on the board, they
have a representation on the board, on the Gamro
when it
board.
comes to issues of royalties, you have a stake. And it's like, where do you want to?
No, I think they should be concerned. If truly they are there for the welfare of the musicians and how well they will do in their career, they shouldn't sit and then put their hands in their demrifa and just wait for Ghana Music Week and come and tell us that they're having Ghana. No, these are the things, the small things that you should do for your people, for them. Exactly. So they should wake up and then wake up when they say hi. They should wake up and then go have a meeting with Boomplay. Let's see how this goes. For tourism ministry, for communications ministry, if there is any meeting they should do, I think that should be some support that they need to lend to Aftown and GMX. I am bringing this in because this Boomplay issue, Boomplay is not a Ghanaian founded DSP or streaming platform. And for a long time, we've been talking about sometimes having a homegrown online platform or streaming platform. Last year, we were told that we were going to have a GMX and so many political connotations. Government changed. How many months on? I go on GMX and I see just a few songs. The catalog there, very small. I don't know if our Ghanaian musicians are not interested. And I've tried so many times to speak to their boss, Akesi. And anytime I try to speak, you next time, you wait, I'll give you information. You wait small. Just trying to get more information about how it works now, how many people are coming on board, how do I get to subscribe to this service and all that. And so it tells you that even as Ghanaians, as Ghanaian companies, in this industry, we are struggling to find our feet with collaboration with government. They said they were going to collaborate with government, Ministry of Tourism,
GMX
Culture. Yes, earlier before the election. And how many months through into the year?
No, by this one.
And we have Aftown too. I'm speaking for as we're speaking for a foreign-based DSP.
No, I understand.
We should also advocate for the local, companies like Aftown and GMX.
You can talk about Aftown, but with GMX, you already know. Let's not put us into the eyes of people. This is an app that was actually being launched by the former vice president.
But we were told that it was independent and that they were just going to collaborate with governments. We were told. And so, as we don't see any proper activity going on GMX,
okay, so
I am worried for the industry.
You placed a call to Akesi to find out if she's still in
contact.
I have
contacted her for about 2,000 billion times.
You wanted to find out if she's still in contact with the new government.
Yes, and what arrangement do they have? How do I even sign on and subscribe to the service? I don't get that.
So as it stands now, artists can't even put their songs on.
Some songs are there. I don't know if it's the artists that put them on or they collected them and put them on.
No, Akesi said when we had an interview with her that they have consulted some
I am
artists.
there right now. I have downloaded the app. I've been going there. Every now and then I go there to check progress. This is the app. It is here. And
do you have Keche on
We have
it?
Afrobeats. Category. We have Afropop, we have Amapiano, we have Asaka, we have church recording, we have dancehall, we have gospel, we have high life, hip life, jazz, live performances, rap / hip hop, reggae, SDA songs, folk / traditional, and then others. We have all these on. So I've been going there from time to time to check progress of the app. You see, so yes, I'm concerned about the Boomplay issue. I think we should find a way to solve this, whether it is Musica, whether it is the Communications Ministry or Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative, or maybe Creative Arts Agency, whichever institution would do that. We want to see that done. But I am also concerned about our local companies like Aftown and GMS, which need some sort of a meeting with the authorities and some support.
With respect to After, I think when we had the conversation with what's the name again? What's my brother's name?
Antoine Mensah.
Antoine Mensah. Antoine, cited a typical example of market, certain issues with respect to the market that pushed them out, quote unquote, out of business.
I remember.
When the Boomplay came into the system, they came with high influx of money. They were buying catalogs, they were funding artists and all that, and it made Boomplay look some way unattractive.
Maybe Boomplay sikasa. In terms of business now, maybe they don't have enough investment as they used to have in the past. Maybe.
But they are walking away with a loss of catalog. That is also another issue that we can look at on another
It is
day.
crucial.
Yeah, the catalog we then can buy for here. The artists that I know who sold their catalog to Boomplay. Yeah, catch the wow Yembe show.
Wow.
Now Isaac Street is watching Nana Uyembe show.
Wow.
Oh, they sold.
No, it doesn't look good for our artists in any ways.
It's their future.
And we can't just say, oh, no. This is money. This is investment going waste.
Anyway, this one I want to ask our artists. In fact, we need to place random calls to our artists to find out.
I think we should do that.
We should be placing calls to our artists to find out.
As well. Yeah.
Yes, I want to ask Keche. I know Joshua, you listen to us. Have you received revenue from Boomplay or any other store? Store be delay Usika. Just let us know.
Yeah,
we need to find out. Keche, can we get Medical, MDK? Can we get who else? Stoneboy.
Yeah.
Sha'a.
Chatawale.
Yes. I can promise. We need to find out from all these artists how are they doing, because they need to get their money. Then forget them our money. We need the money to be delivered to
and
them.
You see our
ASAP.
problem as an industry. Most times when we are going through some of these issues, most people will keep quiet for the few quote and unquote loud mouths to come and fight for the others. But I think if you are going through this as a Ghanaian artist, just come together and fight a common cause. Come together. Sometimes I need too much. Oh, let this guy lead me. No. If your money is stuck at Boomplay, why do you keep quiet? Come together and fight for your money.
I'm trying to get Eve Distribution, which is also another distro in Ghana, headed by Kwame Bam, a very good friend.
Yeah.
He is also with a couple of artists. He has a couple of artists on his distribution. Yeah. I'm trying to get Kwame Bam on the line.
Let's try to get Kwame Bam.
Yes, because I know AEC is on Eve Distribution.
Okay.
I know Famia is also on Eve Distribution. Chame Kwame, couple of artists, Sister Fia.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, with respect to Street is watching. In the booth, the whole catalog is also. Yes.
Oh.
The whole catalog is on.
Wow.
It's on the Eve Distribution. So
initially I thought maybe Boomplay was paying the distribution companies and they were not paying to the artists. Initially, when this issue came up, I had that notion that possibly Boomplay was paying to the distribution companies and they were not paying to the artists. But it appears from all that we're hearing now, it is clear that it is Boomplay that is not releasing the money to the distribution companies, if you like, or distributors, to be channeled down to the artist. And this is risky because Charlie, I say we edge my own.
Why or no one Jessica?
I say we edge my own.
And in proper words, there is a chairman at tier block no so.
I say we edge my own. But communicate. Why are they not communicating? ODBBC, you are working with people. Why are you depriving them of the right information?
Charlie, my guy for pick up the phone.
Because at the end of the day, when the people are disgruntled, they just pull out, just like Lali and Lola are doing, just like Kofi Donko has done. They will gradually take all their catalog from your platform.
It seems, producers, I'm sending the number straight to you. But let's get Kwame Bam on the line. He's with Eve Distribution. If there are other, I think we can also get Links Distribution to also find out how it's working. Empress on Eve Distribution. Oh, okay. Empress is not on Eve Distribution. Okay. Let me see. Debbie Sway. Kindly get this gentleman on the line for me. I want to find out from him. He runs a distro here. We want to find out from him how they as distros are also treating the case. Because at the end of the day, if I give my product to you, go and sell it for me.
Yeah.
Whether you are supposed to go and get the money for me. I gave you my product.
Exactly.
So why are you not bringing me the money?
So somebody, yes, exactly. Somebody also say, okay, so why aren't the artists attacking the distros? And just like what Kofi Donko said, he has contacted the distros, if you like, and they have given him feedback from conversations they've had with Boomplay. So at least the distros they are being prompt with their communication with the artist. You get it?
Yes.
So I think this is an issue that we need to look into.
Okay, so let me see if I can get Kwame Bao on the line now. He is active, he's ready. Let's see if we can get him. We'll also find out from him what is happening. What other stores are showing potential of leaving the system very soon so that we know where to place our music.
Okay, it's on. Kwame Redu Arthur. I think he's with Sarkodie's team. Yeah. He said that the best people to help with this discussion is the distributor, not the artist. Because only few artists deal with the stores directly. I think that is established. Yeah.
Let me see if I can raise Kwame Ba. Apart from Eve Distribution, any other distro over here in Ghana, Ghanaian-based distro, I think we need to get all of them active. All active and inactive, we need to get them.
Yeah.
We need to get every single one of them. Adam Chotome, get off the phone and come into the studio. Let's have this conversation. Let's find out where the leakage is. If the leakage is on the part of the artist, if the leakage is on the part of the distro, or the final, where does your song sit? Who does the distribution for? Is it an international distro?
No, it's a Ghanaian company.
You can't speak.
No, the name I even just spoke to them. I mean, they called me. And
they just called you.
Yeah.
And you can't see.
My problem.
Near Takran and his people.
It's been the same issue. I mean, like I told you earlier, it's been.
So
like
that was the
2 years.
conversation that you were having.
No, he called me.
He called.
Yeah. So I.
Why don't we speak to him
for 2 years? Please, ni Atakra Mensa, please send these numbers to the producer.
It's really bad, and now the office is not functioning. And like some of the guys, they work from house. So you go to the office, nothing there. And some too have resigned. And it's like the parent company is not doing their bit to the other companies by paying them their money to be able to also pay the local the artists. And it's really, really unfortunate. And the sad part is the communication part. You ghost people. Why?
So Kwabena Redu says that he works with Ditto Music, but he will get to somebody, the right person to speak to us. Ditto Music.
Okay.
And the guy's name is Hassan. Okay. So I think I'll forward the number to producers. So
okay, so Ditto is also a distro, right?
Yes, a distro.
Yeah. Okay, so for some of the questions that I want to put out there for clarity is at what point in time did they realize that revenues from Boomplay were not coming in, and who are some of the people that they've made or established contact with to find out what exactly is happening at Boomplay? Who are some of the artists that have been affected by this? And in the grand scheme of things, how do we solve it? How do we solve this issue? Is it best that you don't distribute to them, and how do you also get the accrued revenue at their end?
Exactly, because it's been used. I mean, people. I mean, you've had something from the music they've given you, which means that those revenues from ad and others have come to you. Why are you not giving them their share? That is not fair.
Sikana Baby do what they are.
I mean, having some changes in the leadership or shareholding of the company should not affect. I mean, we do have these things happen in different companies. If you are going, pay them and leave. But don't just leave them without making them understand the situation. I mean, that is really, really unfair. And I really want to... Can we speak to Musica on this? I mean, let's get to them.
For all you know, Musica hasn't heard anything about this issue.
Make we tell them.
So when we're speaking to Mr. Kim, who is Lali and Lola's father and also the manager, I think he was also of the view that like they don't know the agency to
Reach out
to for them to seek redress with respect to this. And I think Musica, the welfare union for artists should be the first point of call.
Yeah.
And then the communication ministry maybe because
and the attorney general because issues of royalties.
Exactly.
And the creative art should also be interested in the creativity. I mean, because this creativity, our intellectual property, given out without the necessary, remuneration, which is really unfair.
Somebody's taking home somebody's money.
I really want to see the artists also. Make this a big issue on X and other things. You know, say this has some of the things.
But is the Boomplay money not big?
So that is where
money.
That is where
some even have different deals with them.
Yes,
some
are projects based.
Projects. They are projects. They are record. We will give you this.
You mentioned it earlier on.
Some have sold.
They are sold.
So it's different. They have different deals.
Some sold lots of artists sold their old catalogs.
And definitely they don't pay at a go. It's some way.
Oh.
It's some way.
But I am worried about this, and
so catalog that honor come the wa. Oh the day. Trying to find it. Now my issue is with artists when it comes to issues like this has to be forming a united front.
And even the tweeting,
exactly.
Hashtags,
Yeah, let's create the awareness.
As a journalist, if the thing concerns us, but if it's about salary of other people,
I'm tempted to believe what Kwame Dazi is saying, that maybe the revenue from Boomplay doesn't really make a lot of business.
Maybe they have investment issues.
No, but I'm just saying maybe the revenue from the store, that's as in Boomplay store, to the artist doesn't make a lot of sense for them to even campaign for them to
That's another point. Okay, from the artist side.
From the artist side, maybe as scanning also, so they don't really care.
The distributors normally what they do is like they bring they put together everything and bring to you, depending on your agreement with them. So some of them, they still the money is coming because other people are paying. Other things, other ones are coming. So it's like some have not averted their mind too, but some too have pushed and they come so like they give up. Like you see, Kofi Donko was saying, some have given up.
But in all this, I think we should give props to Kofi Donko and Lali and Lola.
Yeah.
It's not easy to start such advocacy in this country or activism in this country. Usually, when you do that, people see you in a certain light. They think you are being the Ghanaian expression, or Kasadodo. But these two people, artists, have done well broaching the topic.
Well, Kwame, I have another Kwame on the line. This time around, it's Kwame Ba, not Kwame Dazi.
Kwame Ba.
Wizkid.
Governing,
in a more professional way. I say, Eve Distribution CEO Kwame Ba is on the line with us this morning, and we're having this conversation based on Lali and Lola's rant, which is also at the back of Kofi Donko's rant about Boomplay, quote unquote, folding up in the country and not paying artists their revenues. As a distro, do you know there's something like that going on?
Yes, please, I do.
Since when?
The last time we received revenue from Boomplay was like 2023 July, thereabout.
And that must have been arrears, right? Or they were current revenue streams?
So July 2023 revenue was for I think March. Was for March or June. Yeah, but the last time we received it was like July 2023. So it's been nearly 2 years.
No action from Boomplay. Zero.
Yes, please.
Have you tried reaching out to Boomplay to find out the reason for delay in payment?
Okay, so mostly Boomplay deals with other encoding agencies. Okay, so let me break it down. So Boomplay it's either you have a CMS account or you are going through either Merlin or other big encoding houses. So Merlin is more like an encoding house distributors use. So you don't necessarily have to go to Boomplay to give them your song. You would have to go through a bigger body if you don't have an agreement with Boomplay directly.
Okay.
So we for instance, we go through Merlin, and Merlin is what most of the distribution. I don't want to mention anybody's name, but like 80% of the distribution companies and labels, big labels you know of, are all going through that channel. So with us and everybody dealing with Boomplay, you can't go to them directly for your money. You definitely have to go. You definitely have to go through whoever you distributed through, or whoever you have deals with. So I saw Lali and Lola's statement, or I don't know what's called, but a letter or something like that. And even if I don't know which distribution company they are working with, even they are working with Dito, if they are working with DistroKid and all these people, they've still not received their revenue because the issue is bigger than even you dealing with Boomplay directly.
What's the issue?
Okay, so they've not really gone straight with us, even though we sent emails. They've not gone straight with us. That's why we are all mad. But we are dealing with the issues back there, and we know in due time they will pay us because it's our money. So definitely we will take it. It's just that they've not really gone straight with us what is really happening. But they've assured us it will come.
They've assured you, so you have actually reached out through Merlin to Boomplay to find out when the payment is going to be done. You've made that.
Yes. And it's not only us. As I was saying, I didn't want to mention names, but yeah.
So
Dito and all these people and all other big distribution companies, they are also going through. Even big labels. Is this Sony? Yeah, I think Sony too, and all that. So
when are they paying?
You know, there was a time Boomplay started paying huge.
Okay.
That was right before they went off, and I think they I don't have to go into details like that. But yes, we are waiting. They've not paid us for nearly 2 years, and we are waiting. We've sent emails. They've not given us a vivid reason that why we've not been paid. But definitely we know stores, it can take months. There are some stores that take like 9 months for you to receive your revenue. SoundCloud, for instance, it can take over a year before you receive it, and we understand what I say. But the artists, they know it's 3 months, so they are waiting for their money, and we just have to keep telling them that they should wait, it will come. But yeah, we've all not received money. That's why all the artists have not been paid yet.
Okay, Kwamba. So to you, the best way forward is for us to wait.
Because yes, we've done paperwork. They are chasing them and all that. And you see, if you are dealing with, let's say, even so as I mentioned Sony earlier, and other big labels, they are still fighting with them to get their revenue. Recently, I saw Chinko get theirs, but I don't know for other companies. But my company, we've not received ours. Merlin too has not been paid, which is the go-to big body for most of the big labels and big distribution companies. And they are fighting. They are still in court and all that. And I know some distributors have been able to get
They are in court.
Of course.
So court them.
Of course. This issue also I didn't want to come on air because bigger than what people are even talking about, because there's a lot of money we are talking about, and big man, but na me kano. we're still in the pipe. And yes, recently, I think few months, TuneCore have started paying Boomplay revenue. And I'm saying, okay, great. So TuneCore is paying. But other big distributors will be on some kind of.
Oh,
and we are still waiting. Yeah.
Okay, Kwame, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Kwame Ba is the CEO of Eve Distribution, based right here in Ghana. They distribute for lots of A-list artists, and I know for a fact that a couple of podcasters also are on his platform. Kim Paluta is on his platform. My son, Paluta. Yeah, Kim Paluta.
And in second,
I saw the one for the Sika man.
Friend say.
As well as I got
still friend.
Oh, yeah, sure. I say so in Sakanisika.
As well as Zankai. Now we are Zankai. Gospel folk, I show me. Omunya mini pagrani chomzi. Never as before. As we wrap up, final words from Kwame Dazi and then
I think from this morning, this should be a big national conversation. We need to give them a lot of pressure because from the look of things, if you do not come as a force, it's difficult for them to pay attention to you. I mean, we need to show that level of, disapproval of the attitude so that some of these distributors can also come together. Some of these distributors can come together. Then, a stronger force is built with the owners of these products, the artists, so that we will be able to, reach an unbreakable end. It's really unfair for them to do this. We want our institutions to show interest so that other people cannot come and take us for granted.
Okay. Kwame.
Slim, Kwame Ba mentioned mailing. Mm-hmm. And my good friend Kwabena Radio Arthur, because he deals with... how do you call it? The distribution companies. He deals with Ditto Music. He has some information to share, and he says that mailing acts as a mediator and a representative for independent music distributors. They handle key business discussions on behalf of their members. So, coming back to what you said, that they should come together, and their membership includes companies like DistroKid, Ditto, Eve, and many others. He says essentially, mailing represents the interests of these independent distributors in industry matters and negotiation.
Okay.
So as we mentioned, Musica and other bodies.
So they will go and put pressure on this.
Exactly.
Mailing.
Exactly.
For them to do the right thing.
Yes. So the pressure idea, it should come from bottom-up approach.
To them.
From the artists to whoever, to these people, to Boomplay. Piao.
Thanks a lot for joining us, Kwame Dazi. Thank you, Mr. Adam Chotome.
This is Hits.